Hi everyone, let's talk about some green flags that you can identify early on in a relationship. So you get in a relationship that is healthy and it serves you long term. I have my notes written down, so if I look down, that's what I'm doing. That's just to make sure that I don't ramble on. Number 1, psychological flexibility. This is a huge green flag. If your partner tends to recover from arguments a little easier, if your partner tends to get over obstacles and recovers from them a little easier, that is going to serve you in the long term. Being in a relationship with somebody who has psychological flexibility, as in has the ability to go with the flow and also recover from things a little easier when things go wrong, is going to serve you long term. Okay, I do want to clarify that this does not mean being a people pleaser. You also don't want to get in a relationship with a people pleaser, because what ends up happening is they say yes to everything and then hold the resentment, right? And that resentment comes out at you. So this is completely different than being a people pleaser. An example that I can use is, let's say if your partner is late to the airport, right? They don't miss their plane, but they're just really late. And if they mull over that for days, that's not a green flag. And that's the other one. That's a red flag. So you want to watch out for early on when you're starting your relationship, when you're dating somebody. You want to be mindful of, like, how are they dealing with problems? How are they overcoming obstacles? Do they mull over it for days and just don't have an ability to let it go? Or do they have psychological flexibility? They can go with the flow and also overcome obstacles and hurdles rather easily. Number 2, emotional validation. If your partner cares about your emotions and what you're going through, and I do want to specify, this is not gender specific. This is not for just for men or just for women. This is for everybody. Men feel emotions just as much as women feel emotions. It's just that societally, we've been conditioned. Women express their emotions a little more freely, a little more easily, whereas men do not. That's the only difference, but it doesn't mean that they don't feel it. And emotions are what guide you through life, right? When something is going wrong, your emotions will tell you that something is wrong. That's why emotions are so important. And most people invalidate their own emotions. And so imagine getting in a relationship with somebody who further invalidates your emotions, right? What's going to come out of that? You're going to doubt yourself. You're going to have excessive self-doubt. And it's really hard to navigate this life. It's really hard to go through this life and achieve anything, be anybody, when you're constantly doubting yourself. And not just that, you have a partner who validates your self-doubt, right? So if you found somebody who cares about your emotions, who cares about what you're feeling, it's a huge green flag. Third one, conflicts are resolved and you don't have the same fight over and over again. And mind you, in the beginning, it might be something minor. You're not going to fight about finances. You're not going to fight about bills. You're not going to fight about kids. You're not going to fight about how to raise your kids. Mostly, these are, in the beginning, it's going to be little things, but you want to be mindful of, are they resolved? Or do you tend to have the same arguments over and over again? And are you going around in circles? So if you do resolve conflicts, resolve problems, and actually move on, and then, of course, face new problems, right? That's a green flag. Lastly, this is huge. This is huge. In the beginning stages of a relationship, if somebody has no desire to rush a relationship, that's a huge green flag. Trust me, it's not romantic to go head over heels. And when somebody is so needy, it usually means that there's something within them that they have not worked on, or they feel really insecure, or they don't feel whole and complete. And so they need this like puzzle piece, which is you, to make them whole and complete. And usually that's a really bad idea, because in order to get into a really healthy relationship, have a healthy dynamic in a relationship, two people who are already whole and complete need to come together. It cannot be about, I'm lacking and so I need you to fulfill me. That's a recipe for getting into a very toxically codependent relationship. And so, in the beginning, when you're dating, the other person has no desire to rush anything. They're okay taking their time because they don't need to get in a relationship. They want to be in a relationship. They don't need you. They want you. There's a huge difference. All right, everyone. This part is always really awkward for me, but I'm going to do it anyway. Please subscribe. Please leave a comment below. Tell me what you learned from this. Tell me some of the videos that you want to watch in terms of relationship, mental health, spirituality, and thank you for watching.